Welcome to the NickieV Sports Show. On today's episode will be a recap of the Week 7 Sunday night game between the 49ers and the Broncos. And as being a Niners fan, and I know you 49er faithful out there, that was a tough loss. It was tough to watch. And before I get into the recap of the game, I just want to say that it was a definite trap game. The slurp fest for Peyton Manning last night was ridiculous. It was a home game for them. They wanted them to get a record, all that bullshit. So it was going to be tough to win that game. So yeah, that being said, the slurping was just annoying. The game, it was close in the beginning. The Niners had their chances, and then the floodgates opened up. We haven't seen a game like that since the Seattle game. I think that was a Sunday night game too. It doesn't happen very often seeing the Niners get blown out like that. The Bolden drop hurt, the Phil Dawson missed field goal. I mean, all that shit just led up giving Denver momentum and led to all that bullshit. I'll start offensively. Kaepernick did some good things. I thought he played pretty good in the beginning. I mean, Vernon Davis can't catch a cold right now. He's dropping everything. And then it let Crabtree drop the pass. Bolden dropped a big touchdown pass. So that was killing him. I mean, those drops were hurting him. Stevie Johnson played a hell of a game. He played very good. You know, like I said before, great pickup. The Bolden drop could have walked in for a touchdown. That hurt a little bit. Crabtree didn't do too much. Vernon Davis, you know, I don't know, he got to get his shit together. The running game was non-existent again. I don't know where the hell that was. But it's just nothing was flowing last night. Other than I thought Kaepernick played well. I can't say anything bad about him. You know, the offensive line was playing terrible again last night. But Cap was on point, making throws, looking like a pocket passer he is, so he can tell the media to kiss his ass. So, but there's things to improve on, but it was just tough going. Couldn't get in a rhythm. Special teams, you know, Phil Dawson missed, that hurt. Nothing really else to talk about there. Defensively, it was a train wreck. I don't know what the hell happened. I mean, Tremaine Brock, I'm going to start with him. I know he was hurt, and this was his first game back. But I mean, he had to play. There was a shortage of corners going into the game, so he had to play the game. But Jesus Christ, was he getting burnt? I mean, he didn't look good at all. So the secondary as a whole didn't look very good at all. I mean, that touchdown to Wes fucking Welker was ridiculous. I mean, I get they do that bubble screen a lot, but you can't let a receiver just run right past you like that. You can't do that shit. And no pressure on Manning. I mean, Lynch had a sack on him. Once again, I can't wait to see Aaron Lynch and Nolan Smith on the field together. That's gonna be bringing the fucking ruckus right there. But no pressure. Ronnie Hillman's fucking running on him. That was sickening. I don't know what the hell that was. And Julius Thomas was the big guy that they had to shut down. He didn't do too much, so they held him in check, but it was other people getting their shit, and it was just an ugly game. But, yeah, I mean, sometimes I wonder to myself, is the NFL fixed? And sometimes you can tell it is. I mean, but the injuries, I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but they got to get some people back in there. Willis not playing last night hurt, you know, but it is what it is. You go to Denver, you know, the all-great quarterback that everybody loves, you know, he doesn't have tattoos, he plays the game right, you know, blah, 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 all that bullshit. The fans and the media got what they wanted to see, you know. Peyton Manning, he ain't got a 4-head, he got an 8-head, okay? So, enough of him. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm glad he got the record, and I'm sick of hearing about it. You know what he does? He's the regular season Super Bowl champion, and then you get in the playoffs and chokes it away. So, whatever. And in the NFL, you know, the media and the fans, it's a week-to-week league, so the Niners lost, you know, pretty bad, so they'll say they're in trouble and blah, 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 all that bullshit. 4-3 going into the bye, it's fine with me because the next 4 games are pretty easy, I think. You got the Rams coming up, and they're terrible, and the way they beat Seattle was pretty fucking funny. Let me talk about Seattle for a little bit, okay? They trade Percy Harvin. They're having locker room issues, but no one talked about that weeks ago. But they were all on the Niners crying about them, saying Harbaugh they don't want to play for Harbaugh, blah, blah, blah. But the Seahawks are having fucking issues, but no one cares about that shit. No one cares. It's fine. They slurp them up some more. But they're in trouble. That punt return was hilarious. How do you not know where the ball is? That was hilarious. And you lose to the Rams, but the media will say, "Oh, they're not in trouble. They're fine. They're fine." Blah blah blah. Yeah, fuck that bullshit. Seattle's in trouble. They're done. They're not even that good of a team. And Russell Wilson, I don't give a shit how many yards he threw for, how many yards he ran for. They lost the fucking game. So, but they'll slurp him up too, like he's this all-time great quarterback. You know, these runs he makes, I can make these fucking runs. It's ridiculous. So, Seattle and Pete Carroll, you can kiss my ass. Your team is done. They're done. Stick a fucking fork in them. It's over. So, all the locker room's fine. Seattle, your locker room isn't fine. So, good luck with that. And the Niners, this bye week, I think is going to help, get some people healthy. And I don't know how many weeks Wilson's going to miss. Hopefully he'll be back. But they got to get healthy, and I think it'll start gelling and meshing together at the right time for this playoff run. And I think it's going to be good in Niner land for the Niners, and I think a Super Bowl run is going to be coming. But I'm not turning on ESPN, NFL Network. Them nerds and dipshits, they'll be eating this up. They'll be slurping and eating it up if they lost this bad and trying to find shit wrong with them, blah, blah, blah. And fuck all that nonsense. So it was a trap game. Simple as that. So move on to the next game, get a win, and get back to normal, and we'll be fine. So that's going to do it for this episode of the NickieV Sports Show. So produced by Bang Bang Productions. Follow me on Twitter at TheBirdman31. Music coming to you by Slipknot. New album coming out tomorrow, so be sure you pick that up. The album's going to be badass. And Wednesday, I'm going to see Method Man and Redman, so that's going to be a good time. So until next time, bang, bang, peace.